I'm Mannix the Pirate, and I've had a crush on Mandy Moore since middle school. A Walk to Remember was probably the greatest film ever made. I'm going to talk about something today that everybody does, but no one ever talks about. In order for me to do this, I'm going to have to first set the mood. This next part is going to be addressed to all those little girls in high school and middle school. Try to picture, in your mind, the creepiest boy to ever have a crush on you. Let me emphasize this. Creepy! Imagine how you felt the first time you found out this boy actually liked you. I want you to think back to how gross you felt every time you caught this little boy looking at you. Think about how your stomach turned every time he tried to engage in conversation with you. Are you creeped out yet? Am I bringing back some ungodly memories of yours? Well, I'm about to make it a whole lot worse. That creepy boy who was crushing on you, you have no idea what was running through his mind. Every time you caught him glancing at you, he was fantasizing, daydreaming about you. He was playing out a scenario in his head of his first conversation with you. He was thinking about the first time he was going to kiss you, first time he went on a date with you. He probably played out scenarios of those petty fights that young couples tend to have. In the event that he had never actually seen your parents, he would go through the memory database in his mind and pull out faces to attach to bodies, so that the fantasy of his wedding with you would be more complete with your parents there. And who knows, while he sat there staring at you, he could have been fantasizing about the first time he was gonna with you. Are you creeped out yet? Well, you shouldn't be, and I'll tell you why. You see, we all do this, to some degree anyway, but most people, surprisingly, feel that this is something unique to them that isn't universal. So they never talk about it because they don't know how other people will react when they tell them that they do this when they are crushing on someone else. I find this fascinating. I personally think that it should be a social norm to want to talk about these things. In fact, I want every single person who's watching this video to go onto your MySpace, your Twitter, your Facebook, your Xanga, every networking website you have an account on, and tell the entire world about every little daydream you've ever had about any girl or boy you've ever had a crush on. Sure, it would be creepy at first, but I think the world would be a much better place, and hell, utopia might ensue if we were all just a wee bit creepier.